Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel, Visual Language Experts. We are an Australian institute and we have opened three more branches in India: Mohali, Jammu, and Hisar. We are expanding in the world. Now, we will ensure that we help you in the new changes because this tutorial is about summarized group discussion. In our portal, you will be able to get these tasks very soon. And on top of that, we want to give everyone an opportunity to prepare and get their score. So that's why we will be making it totally free without any cost. You can use the AI, the new scoring, and a platform with all the changes. What you have to do is you have to just go to www.visuallanguageexperts.com.au and then sign up over there for free. And you will be able to get the access to the changes very soon. Now, in this video, I will be discussing about summarized group discussion. Now, this is the newest task which will be launched from 7th of August in your speaking section. I take this task very similar to retail lecture. There are few changes though, few differences though. The very first important thing is that you would be getting a little longer lecture, about 3 minutes. You have to speak for at least 2 minutes. That's what they're saying, maximum 2 minutes actually. So I would say speak somewhere around 1 minute 15 seconds to 1 minute 40 seconds. So about that average, keep that in your mind. Now, on top of that, you cannot use the template. That's what Pearson is claiming. They are trying to ban the templates for months now. But I have come up with a very unique but very simple template which you can use and which will help you to get full marks because I have tried it on the Pearson mock test as well. For that video, I will be uploading it soon. So make sure if you have not subscribed our channel, this is the time to subscribe because I will be sharing the updates on a portal as well where you can practice for free in the coming tutorials too. So summarize group discussion in the exam, you will get somewhere around 2 to 3. I think mostly you'll get somewhere around 2, but you can also get 3 as well. So always read the introduction before attempting any task so that at least if it comes 3, you're not shocked. Now, in this summarized group discussion, you will be having 3 speakers talking to each other, and you are expected to pinpoint the main ideas. You're only expected to speak maximum 2 minutes, as I said. So that means you have to only pick up the main important ideas. You do not have to pick everything. Now, on your screen, there are two boxes, which is do's and don'ts given by Pearson. So our template fits in all the do's and we will ensure that all the don'ts are also taken care of so that at the end of the day, you can aim for the perfect scores. Now, if we talk about the do's, you have to take the notes very effectively. That is the very important part of this task because without the notes, you will not be able to take the main ideas. As I said, there would be 3 speakers. So you have to take down the main ideas. Along with that, you have to ensure that you are giving a summary. It's not the same actual sentences as it is. You have to summarize them and we'll use a template to do that. And then introducing the main ideas from the conversations and add supporting details. That means one main idea along with that few other points, and then mention which speaker said which point, which is very important. Then using linking words to connect the topics, and then say in your response where speakers agree or disagree or hold the same different opinions. Now, this is important so that at least it helps you to put some kind of a conclusion if you want to, right? Then don't. Now, do not just list in order who said what. That means just don't copy the sentences as it is, right? You have to a little bit use a structured approach to provide the answer. Then they're saying add information that is incorrect. That means if you say first speaker has said something and you have mentioned that was said by the second speaker, so automatically that will be counted as an incorrect information. And add information that is incorrect. That means they have said something differently, you have said it incorrectly. That is a big no. Then they're saying get speakers confused. Say speaker 2 said something when it was speaker 1. So don't do that. You have to take notes as per the speakers. Now, students would say, sir, how would we take the notes as per the speakers? It would be very confusing, time consuming. But guys, you have to listen to the voice. Obviously, there would be change in the voices. You have to ensure that you also take on the names if they have given the names, right? So that you will write speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, mark down the lines, and then the notes underneath that. Okay. And then do not try to mention every single point because it is a summarizing task. All right. And then speak for too little time. You have to minimum speak for 1 minute 15 seconds. Jump between ideas without any flow or connection. Obviously, you need a structured approach. so that there is a cohesion. And lastly, introduce each topic in a mechanical way. So they do not want a robotic manner speech. So you have to speak more naturally. That's what they're trying to say. Or use the connections or connectors in such a manner that this sounds more natural. So let me show you a template first. This is the template which we'll be using for every single summarized group discussion. Now, the very first sentence would be the main topic of the discussion between the speakers was over here, pinpoint the main idea. Then there were dash speakers in the conversation. You need to mention how many speakers were there. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three, but most likely it's going to be 3 to 4. Now, speaker one talks about phrase one and he also discussed about phrase two. That is the next sentence. Over here, you have to pick down the phrases. You cannot pick down the keywords because if you just pick down the words, it would not give you the marks. That's very important. Now, students who are already preparing PT, they know in reader lecture also, we always give a template which encourages students to put phrases because single words do not work. So over here also you have to do the same thing. Then furthermore, he or she, obviously you have to change as per the speaker, emphasized on phrase 3 and phrase 4. Then this is for speaker number 1. Over here, ensure that you do mention minimum 4 phrases. Okay. Then speaker 2 majorly focused on phrase 5 and phrase 6. He and she also mentioned about phrase 7 and phrase 8. Speaker 3 highlighted phrase 9 and 10. Moreover, he or she also talked about phrase 11 and phrase 12. Now, this is very simple. Okay. And in the last, you can say in the whole group discussion, all three speakers agreed or disagreed with each other. Or you can also say there's a optional sentence in the whole group discussion. Speaker 1 agreed with speaker 2 if it was like that. And the good news is, as I said, we will be launching these new questions on our portal very soon. So this is the look how it will look like. So I'm going to actually play this. This is not live yet for the students to do practice, but this will be live very soon. So again, if you have not joined the portal, join now. It's going to be for free. Now let me start the audio and I'll be writing the notes over here. So make sure that you take care of the notes because notes play a very important role. If you do not have good notes, you will not be able to perform good in this task. Now we will be putting down those notes in this template. All right. And I'll be performing it in front of you as well. So you understand how to do the things. So as I said, we will be having 3 different sections. So speaker 1, then speaker 2, and then speaker 3. All right. In the exam, just put 1, 2 lines over here. But for the sake of note taking now, I'll be just putting it like this. Okay. All right. So let's play this.
3 students are discussing getting help during office hours at university.
I'm finding it so hard to really get the most out of office hours. I mean, I go, but sometimes I feel like I'm not even asking the right questions, you know? Like I'm missing something basic before I can even say what I need help with. It's kind of intimidating, especially when there are other students waiting.
I get that. I think a lot of students feel the same way. The problem is, office hours are often scheduled right when you have another class, or you're just totally exhausted after a long day. It's hard to be prepared. I end up just showing up hoping the professor can magically figure out what I'm struggling with.
Maybe we should try to be more prepared before we go. Actually write down specific questions or problems we're working on. That way, we won't waste time trying to figure out what to ask. It could make the whole thing easier for us and the professor. Plus, it'll probably make us feel less nervous too.
That's a good idea, Arya. I've also heard that some professors are easier to talk to than others. Maybe we should try to find out which professors are known for being helpful and patient during office hours. It might make a big difference in how comfortable we feel asking questions. And maybe go when it's not so busy.
True. I've definitely felt rushed during office hours when the professor is super busy. Maybe we could also try to work together before going to office hours. Form a small study group where we can, brainstorm questions and work through problems together. Then, we can go to the professor with better questions.
I like that. A study group could really help. And maybe we should also think about using other stuff besides just office hours, like the tutoring center or online forums. Sometimes getting a different way of seeing things can make all the difference. It's not just about the professor, you know?
Yeah, that's a really good point, Arya. Sometimes I feel like I'm only thinking about getting the professor's approval, but there are actually tons of other things we could use. We should definitely try harder to check those out. It's about, taking charge of our own learning.
Okay, so next time, let's try to get specific questions ready, check out other resources, and maybe even get together beforehand to brainstorm. I think that would really help us use office hours better. Plus, it'll make us feel more confident too.
Sounds like a plan. We could even schedule a study session every week before office hours. That way, we're all on the same page and can help each other out. Let's make getting help during office hours less scary and more useful. I'm in.
Now you would have 10 seconds, just like retail lecture. So I'll be putting down these keywords in the template, guys. Now this is what you guys need to do. Obviously, there would be some mistakes, but don't panic. Again, it's a speaking task. They're checking the content. As long as you're speaking the content as per the speaker, it's fine. If you just jumble once here and there, that's also fine. Try not to, but yes, if it happens, it happens. And again, they are trying to judge your fluency, pronunciation, and content, all three parameters, not just the content. Okay, so don't focus just on getting the content with lot of fluency errors. That's what mostly students are struggling, that they do not understand. It's still a speaking task. Yes, it does contribute a lot of marks to listening, but it's a speaking task. So you need to ensure that your fluency and pronunciation is also maintained. Now, some students would feel that the template has a lot of same words again and again. Guys, it's not about repeating the same words. It's about joining them as a sentence, okay, not using single words, and making sure that you are speaking as per the speaker, right? This way you will fulfill all the requirements of Pearson and you'll get full marks. And I know that this template would work because this is how we ensured that our describers and retail lecture were also working, because we understand the requirement of PT, we try to test it out, and then we launch it on a portal. Now, these changes, these updates will be live soon on a portal. So, again, if you have not joined the portal, sign up now and start your PT practice with the best portal out there. Now, if you like the video, this is the time to give thumbs up. I will be coming up with lot of new updates on a portal. So make sure that you do sign up. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Now, if you want me to make a tutorial on any different video, put it in the comment section. Do not forget to watch these two tutorials. These two tutorials will really help you in your PT preparation. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.